Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel where I love to talk about writing, publishing, uh, books, tea, and drama. So, today we're going to get into discussing um, the drama in your plots. Having enough drama and keeping the reader engaged and keeping it active. Um, I actually get I like to look at different things, different types of shows and stuff like that. It kind of feeds your mind on thinking outside the box. So I like to watch a lot of K drama. I also like to watch a lot of um, I have a lot of international movies and shows that I watch. Well, I'm going to use a couple different examples of movies that I've watched that give a really good amount of drama. Sorry, I'm trying to give my diva dog. She's a diva. Some water, so she doesn't care what I'm doing. But anyway, um, I'm watching this K drama, and it's really interesting. The cool thing with K drama is each episode is about an hour long on average. This particular one that I'm watching has 50 episodes, and so you can do the math on how long this is. So, but they're written in a way that it's so compelling that it's addictive, and you are watching them back to back to back. So I can easily spend, I don't know, 7, 10 hours just watching K drama in a day. Sometimes it's a blessing that they haven't released all the episodes because I would be there to watch everyone, and then I would be getting nothing done throughout the day. But my point is you want to write your books that it's that engaging. Right now in the K drama that I'm watching now, I'm so frustrated with the parents being so overly involved in their kids' lives that it's funny. Like, I'm so frustrated I could just like you want to punch the screen. you wanna, if it was a book, I would have thrown it across the room, and then I would have ran and grabbed it up and started reading again, because it's just, despite how frustrated I get with some of the things that are going on, some of the scenarios and the perspectives, it has my attention that I have to know what's going to happen next. I can't put it down, and I look forward to each episode that's released every week. So this is a crazy thing. Like, if you can find a way to keep that story full of conflict, drama, and different perspectives, you're really gonna. There's no way you can't have a masterpiece, you know. And that is the whole beautiful thing about writing, and why it's so important to bring in the drama. You want to keep it memorable. I know that years from now I'm still going to remember this drama, and I may not even mind watching it again, you know. Those are those good stories, and you learn so much from it, and it opens up your insight on different viewpoints on different topics. So we may think that, you know everything's the same, but if you start writing books that have, each character has a story, and it's not that you're going to tell each character's story, but it also helps to bring reality to the story, make it more relatable to the reader, and it just makes it such a better story. And then the crazy part is, you can find a lot of spin-off books off of these sub characters. So you'll always have content. You'll always have content. I have so much content to write. There's so many books in my head that I have not written as yet. And these aren't even from my main characters. These are the sub characters. These are the characters that, just on the side kind of thing. So um try to have try to take time to gain inspiration by reading other books on topics that you probably would not have thought of. If you're used to reading only urban fiction, Go and read something completely opposite, or how should I put it? Completely different. Go read a western, you know? If you only read westerns, go read an urban fiction. Mix it up, try something different, try something new. It's going to feed your inspiration, your curiosity. You know, as I talk about often, I study the Bible by I listen to it. I play it while I'm sleeping all through the night. I love the Bible experience, and that's what I use. And you learn so much. And one thing I noticed in the beginning in Genesis, when God was creating the earth, He took a moment for inspiration. And it's something that we miss because we're so used to hearing the story. Not too many of us actually read the Bible or listened to the Bible. We just listen to somebody else tell us about it. So this is missed out because if that person didn't have that realization, we wouldn't get that realization. That's why it's good to learn for yourself. Go seek knowledge on your own. Don't base it on other people. Don't base it on me. Go read it on your own, but there's a moment God takes out for inspiration. He starts to create the universe and the earth and everything, and he takes a moment out for to build his inspiration. And then he also takes another moment for a complete break. He takes a complete break from it. This is all important. This is He's showing us the building blocks for building anything. So when you're writing your book, take a moment out. When you start, take a moment to stop and seek inspiration. And that could be in the form of, for me, it's K dramas. For me, it's other videos, other shows, other books. Um, I've read English literature, American literature, um, just stories. I love storytelling. I go and find like storytellers, verbal storytellers, listen to the stories, African stories, Native American stories. Um, just go down the rabbit hole on YouTube. And but take a time out to seek inspiration and see how you can bring different perspectives, viewpoints to your stories that would create you know interesting, just interesting storylines. you know so that's one thing that you can do. And the other thing that right now I've just my writing group is we're doing a kind of like a competition from August 8th. It's for 2 weeks. We write 3,000 words a day. And I'm starting from scratch. I have a book. I'm actually going to start writing Rosewood, which is the kind of like the follow up to Forbidden. And I'm doing research on Rosewood and to search to see how I want the book to start. And by doing the research and listening to the relatives of the survivors, because this happened 100 years ago. They Some of the survivors had just passed away. I think the last survivor had just passed away. But I'm listening to their family speak about the things that they refuse to speak about publicly, and it's heart-wrenching, but it's also inspiring because I want their voice. I'm naming the book Rosewood, so I feel like it should start with Rosewood 100 years ago as the opening scene, you know? So I'm gaining inspiration by listening to these stories, doing the research, and understanding um, what these elders went through, what they survived, and oh, we'll see how it works out. I'm debating on if I probably will um, do videos on my research for this book, and maybe I'll just do like an everyday 3,000 words count kind of thing. Like, I don't know. I guess I will because it'd be good for anybody who's interested. If you're a new writer and you're figuring out like how do I do the research, um, some people don't understand. Like sometimes we research something that sounds really stupid, and it may only be a sentence in a book, but there's a purpose behind it for like I've researched things like, I actually heard a TikTok the other day, which is actually kind of funny. Um, she's a new writer. She hasn't written any books yet, but she talked about how she researched what does it look like when a hog is charging at you, like I guess to attack you or whatever. And she said she spent hours researching this. And she goes, I get it. I completely get it now. And that's how it is. Like sometimes we research things that seem mundane, but we have to get the image, the feeling, the sensation in our minds to really translate it, to figure out how to translate it. And so this is where research kicks in and try to figure out how am I going to relay this message to the reader and for the reader to feel it how the victim felt it, how the people at that time experienced it. So I hope you enjoy. Happy writing. I need to get to work and get this 3,000 words out. Actually, I have to write 6,000 words because it's actually Monday and Tuesday. So I got to get to work. Happy writing, everybody. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Talk to you next time.